If you're a kid here, or you're a kid at heart, I encourage you to come down the front. I have a story just for you, and I am also excited for my sermon as well, because it's going to connect directly into what we're doing. All right. Oh, someone already knows what this is. Does anyone know what this is? It's a mandarin. What did you going to say it was? It's just yummy food, right? Now, at the moment, one little boy, Luca, is obsessed with these, and the fortunate or the unfortunate thing is that he's worked out how to open them himself. In fact, he spotted it, and he's probably going to come and take this one that I'm holding up. Now, my question for you, do you want to take it? Take it back to Mum? Or do you want to sit down? All right. Okay. Did Luca ever plant the tree that is growing the mandarins that Luca gets to enjoy?
I have a mandarin.
You have a mandarin tree, but did Luca plant the tree that he gets to enjoy? No. Does anyone know how long it takes for citrus to start to produce fruit after you plant them?
Spring.
Sorry? Spring? No, not in spring. After you plant them, it can take between 3 and 6 years for them to start producing fruit, depending on how well they've got fertilizer, how well they're grown, how much water they got, what their rootstock was, if it's active, and a whole heap of other things. I could get my dad, Pastor Darren, up here to explain the science of citrus and how you graft them and everything else. But Luca didn't plant the seed or the tree that grows the mandarins that he enjoys. In fact, depending on the tree, it was Pastor Darren many years ago when I was younger who planted that tree. And in my sermon, I'll show you a photo of the tree that makes this fruit. But a little bit like that is that there's lots of situations where we enjoy the benefits of something that we haven't done. And so Jesus, he told a story about what it's like to plant seeds and enjoy fruit and for things to grow and for things to happen. And what he said in the beginning of this story was, anyone that has ears, listen. Do you have ears? How many ears do you have? 2. Some of us have less working ears, but most of us have 2. Now, if you have ears, can you listen? Yeah? Is listening an easy thing to do? Yeah? No. Some people think it's not easy. Some people think it's easy. It's actually a really hard thing to listen to people. In fact, these days it's even harder to listen because what's everyone got in front of their faces? Their phones. So, Jesus told this story because Jesus was teaching by the sea and a whole bunch of crowds came to see him. It was a seaside story time. Come and sit here. Listen, said Jesus. A sower sows seeds. Some seeds stop on the street. And when they stop on the street, a whole bunch of sneaky birds come and snap up the seeds. Some seeds, what do? They strike stone. And when they strike stone, what do you think happens? They shoot up and the sun scorches them and they sear the seedlings, and all of a sudden the seedlings have got no more water and they get cooked and they die. Some seeds, they get planted beside a whole bunch of spiky weeds. The spike weeds, the seed grows and then the spike weed spirals and it strangles the seeds. Some seed sinks into really good, yummy. So have you ever been digging a hole at home and some worms come out? That's how you know the soil is good. The seeds become seedlings. They become seed stalks with seed. Oh, it looks like it's going to eat it. That's a bit of a problem. It doesn't. And then they grow seed heads, and then you get 1660, a century of seeds. And Jesus says that if you have ears, you need to listen to what he's telling us. The crowds went home, leaving Jesus all alone. They were saying, Jesus, your stories are just the best. But we don't understand them at all. We don't understand what's going on. So Jesus, being a very good storyteller, explained what his story meant. This is what he says. He says, see, said Jesus, I share seaside stories, so some who stare into my stories will not see, and some who hear my stories will not understand. Listen, the sower shares good news, but the good news seeds that stop on the street are snapped up by the accuser. You don't deserve seeds, snaps the accuser. What good thing could grow out of you? Snap, snap, snap. The seed that strikes stone are those who receive the good news. They're really excited. They do such a good job, but they've got no roots. They can't go deep. And when the good news becomes tough sometimes with struggle and strife, they give up. They slump and they stagger and they sigh. Here's the tough one for us. The seeds that slip beside the spiky weeds are those who hear the good news, but the world's worries, making money, longings and likings and tappings and goings and swipings strangle the seeds. So there's no new seed. But the seeds that sink into the good soil are those that hear the good news and accept the seed. Good things grow for them, 16, 60, a century of seeds. How many ears do you have, Hayley? 2 ears. And if you have 2 ears, it's time to listen to what God is calling us to do, to grow into something that is good. Thank you for listening, boys and girls. We're going to go and have another time. We encourage you to listen to my sermon and see if you can spot the tree that grew the mandarins that are here.